Hello, 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 everybody. How we doing today? Howdy, Mom. Howdy, Jerry. Howdy, Joe. Glad you all could be here. Thanks for making it. Thanks for stopping by. Wow. Sonic and the Secret Rings is a baller soundtrack, and I think everybody knows that, but because the game, because they can't handle the fact that the game has a bit of a wonky control design.
Ta-da! You've successfully perverted the laws of God and man.
Thank you. Because people can't get over the fact that it has a wonky control design, they tend to like just kind of bounce off of it. That game is goated, and we will play it one day. But before that happens, we have blueprints. So today, we have a few things we need to do. We need to do 9th grade. So that might be a thing that happens. We'll see. We need 9th grade. We need... Was there anything else, like, in the mansion, mainly? Because I know we're doing the grave robbing, like I said, where we're gonna go... We gotta see... Oh, stuff. Cool, don't pick any of that up. Because we need to go to... The thing is, I don't know how we're gonna do this properly, if that makes sense. Like... I don't know if I truly need 0 anything in my inventory, like no items, no gems, no money, no keys, or anything like that. I guess we'll spawn the tool shed for a second, see what we get. Watering can and metal detector, okay. Well, I mean, I don't even know if I'm gonna get... I am not... No, I will. I will get the Southern Cross today, because I'll have 55. And if I have 55 stars, which by getting the observatory you get +1 star, I will then gain the Southern Cross. So we need to get that. Ooh. It said without gifts, nor gold, nor manner charms. Yeah, that's why I'm wondering, like, is it just straight up bring nothing? Like, I'll try not to pick anything up then, just in case that is what it is asking. Dump everything and be rude? Alright, good call. We could pick up all of the Dyson stuff that I'm not taking later. Because main thing is we just need to spawn the observatory. That's not the observatory. I remember doing this. I mean, this shouldn't be too hard. It's just a matter of getting the observatory. Which is becoming an issue so far. And we have to be there at 1:30 as well. Correct. Don't take that. I mean, might as well. See if we can get a fun experiment going while we wait. Access different terminal, bypass, upgraded floor plan, remove a crate. And while we're here, let's log into the network. Game's desire sensor is activating. Oh, no. No, don't need to remote activate. We need staff services. 1:30 is like 35 minutes from now, so we got time. Ooh, not great. But free attic for when we do inevitably come back here. So we'll just have a bunch of items we can grab. I was like, howdy, Pat. Glad you can make things on by. Appreciate you being here. I gotta be careful. because I'm low on gems. I need 1 gem for the observatory itself. Howdy, Subvo. Glad you're making it, Zamba. I'm just not getting the observatory. It knows. It knows what I need. It's not giving it to me. Did you get the Sonic Chat badge? I did not. I haven't actually been in a a stream where somebody's playing Sonic Crossworlds yet. That game isn't even real? I see. I got to network today? Let's go. Did you like the buff model was interesting. I think it's a I mean, like I'm since I am used to your previous design, it's, you know, it's hard to adjust, but it's a good model. I like it. Where the hell is the observatory? This thing should be common. Where are you? Oh my god. You'll get used to it one day, probably. Whatever you need catch a fish, the game just kind of exists now. True. I do need to add more custom catches. That is one thing I need to do, but... Is the game just not going to spawn the observatory today? Is that what I'm seeing? Good lord. Where are you? Where are you? Comfy Sky, Sky B, Heart Goober. Yeah, there are a few just emotes I need to add, but... Oh, yeah, because I made it blue, all the blue rooms, and there are a lot of blue rooms. That's true. Well, we can at least do a bunch of experiment stuff today, if we get the chance. Pet the dog. Big the cat. I do need to make a Big the cat, fishing thing as well. Oh, boy. Okay. Well, there's a key back in the storeroom. We can go grab that. What time is it? Is there a clock in here? No? Alright. Grab the key, and that's it. There's also a key there I could have grabbed, but... Here we go. Wait, I can just grab... I can just eat this. I was so, like, locked in on not picking up anything that I forgot. It's 6:38? It is 6:38. I'm talking about one... I'm talking about, like, one... I'm trying to figure out what the time in-game, not in real life. Oh my god, where are you, Christmas? Why can't I find you? Wow. That's... I mean, I think I have a door going out of the mechanarium, so I still have an option. It's time to eat dinner, sir? I see. So I'll just do that. And for you, I already ate dinner. I'm good. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Note to self, never select a blue room from the king again if you're actually looking for a blue room. Lordy. Oh, okay, let's go grab the key. This is becoming... This is so bad. Pet the dog. What color room is the observatory? The observatory is... a blue room. And we set the king to give us blue rooms. It's just not giving us the blue room we need. Wife went live comment earlier was crazy. I mean, it is. That is why I made it. Alright, let's do some math. Let's do some math to cool down. Okay. 21 divided by 3 is 7. Back in the house again. We are back in the building again. Welcome in, Everqueen. Glad you're making it. Stand by. Okay, so that's 10 divided by 3 times 3 minus 3? Hold on. So it's 10 divided by 3, then you multiply it by 3, so you get back up to 10. Squared is 100 minus, I think that's minus 3 divided by 1, or divided by 3, so that's just down to 1, so it's 99, divided by 11 should be 9. Sick. Negative 10 plus 20 divided by 3 times. So that's just up to 20, so it's down to 10 again. There we go. No. Let's read swim Bird. Bird, he wanted to swim. He did a swim. He's good at swim. Friends say no swim. Bird Sky, not swim. And he's like, yo, Bird. And he's like, no, Bird. And he's like, okay, guess I'll just do that then. She was in chat. Incredible. Where are you, Christmas? This is a dumb idea, but it gives me the most doors. I gotta go find some gems though. Give me a sec. The storybook is the storybook is very immersing. It is a literary masterpiece indeed. Hold on. You know what? I'll just read it because I'm here. Why not? She made me mod today. Incredible. I am a dare bird, a daring and brave bird, diving so deep bird, a right on the wave bird. There is not a dare I would not do, not a depth I would not dive to. However, my friends are not very open to the idea that I, like the sky, list in the ocean. Bird in the sky, not in the sea, that is what they say when looking at me. You are not seabird, you are not swim bird. If you are friend bird, fly in the wind bird. And should it you always listen to friends, for they know me best, or so they pretend. So I dare not dive, and I dare not swim, and I dare not step foot in the ocean again. And I dare not smile, and I dare not laugh, for they will do it for me on my behalf. I dare not dream, and I dare not speak, for my friends won't like the real me. And I will say goodbye to my dreams of the sea, and wonder why daring just feels like defeat. Children's book! Give up on your dreams, kids! I'm gonna crash out. Oh my god. There's bound to be a key somewhere I'm missing. Probably in the attic, but that's a long way road. Have you read some children's books that can be pretty they can be tragic, but like the final message isn't give up on your dreams. Oh my god. Okay, I need to find a key. The words another box are on another box. The truth is on another box. The gems are in another box. Okay. New run time? Nah. There's bound to be a key somewhere, probably in the attic. It's just a matter of getting to the attic. Okay, go down, right, down. Yep, that should be easy. Wait, yeah. It doesn't really matter which way I go, actually, I think about it, but... Now, whether I'll have enough steps to get back is a different question. I'll grab that apple on the way back is what I'll do. There's one by the bacon and eggs. I'm like 80% certain I grabbed that one. At the very least, we cleared some crates from the tunnel from this run, so we got that going for us. That's all I needed, really. Secret garden key, good lord. Treasure map. Oh my god. I mean, yeah, we're definitely not gonna make it back. And I should not end my day in the planetarium, because if I do, I'll be up to 56 stars, and I need to be at 55. Or, actually, I need to be at 54, so that when I go into the, Oh, the lunchbox. Good point. Yeah, the lunchbox would give me some more steps. I have to be in rank 5 for it to activate. So that's not going to happen. Well, actually, because I can technically go through here for free. And then to... No, we ain't getting there. Oh, well. Alright. We got rid of a couple crates, and that's the important thing. Last Blueprint stream, we did the castle puzzle, right? Mom, what else did we do last Blueprint stream? What else was important? The Perplexing Menagerie. Interesting. 3 puzzle rooms, the kennel, the dovecot, and the aquarium. I know the main thing that we did last Blueprint stream was, that we solved the... Yeah, we solved the castle puzzle. That was the main thing that we did. I don't remember if there was anything else major. House title just said, you've got some confusing animals there, Chief. Birds, fish, dogs. What kind of zoo are you making? Shelter, why not? We love a shelter. Actually, I could start an experiment from the shelter. Let's do that. The zoo aquarium, exactly. Simon, remind me when I come back to work to create you a Blackbridge admin key, as you are obviously very technically proficient, perhaps even more so than most of the staff here. Funnily enough, following our format, naming for our admin keys would theoretically be Jones, which might be the first time where one of the admin keys is the same as the last name. Fun. Fish. Remote terminal access. Deactivate terminals. Open laboratory with the Blackbridge. Experiment setup. No. This just generally sucks, doesn't it? I guess we'll do permanently increase lockpicking. Or no, we'll do mailroom because we're close into that with Apple. Why not? Yo, new record weight for the sponge. The heaviest sponge, indeed. do Geist bedroom. We'll leave that as an option to go get some dice if need be. If it's too heavy, just squeeze it. You've got a point. That's not fair. It's just a sponge with more water in it. Squeeze it out. It would like both of you came up with the same joke. I was typing that just in more words, yeah. Where are you, stars? This isn't even an apple. It's tragic. Bannook. I have a very bad habit of making jokes more detailed. That is not. That was an orange. You could tell because of the way it. Well, there you are. Aren't you glad you're having trouble finding the observatory? Not anymore. Haha. The iPhone 14. I just ate the iPhone 14. Now, the real question is, do I have to get rid of my 3 gems? We've got time, but you know what? There's no harm in doing it. There we go. Now let's go to... Now we'll go to the castle room. No items. Southern Cross in the sky. And we're gonna have to wait for like 30 minutes, but we'll just sit down there and turn it into a just chatting stream for a bit. Love a good orange joke. Oh. So yeah, Everqueen, I guess because you missed it, essentially what we figured out is, in this room, if you get the king or the rook as your effect, and then you decide, to swap from the king to the rook. It doesn't really matter which way you go. This door will open, which leads all the way down here. To this little, like, mausoleum with a bunch of more Ajaya boxes. So, I guess, as my mom is saying, we could just spend our time solving these. Casting opens another tomb? Indeed. And then down here are a bunch of more Ajaya boxes with a bunch of hints that we have already kind of determined. Basically means we need to be down here with no money, no gems, no items at 1:30 with the Southern Cross stars in the sky, which we currently have. So now we just need, I'm just going to solve these for funsies. This is gonna summon a zombie? I bet. Can you imagine trying to localize this game? That would be hell. I agree. How do you know when it's 1:30? It's presumably something will happen. I think I might be screwed. Because I don't really have a way to get another one down here, so I might just have to reset this. We were trying to figure out what instrument was playing in the background, that is true. Like an oboe or bassoon. We did come to that conclusion. Either that or it was like a bass clarinet or something. Oh yeah, I did play a sample of an oboe and a bassoon. I think the bassoon was closer, but I think the oboe was a bit too high pitched from what I remember. But yeah, then we brought up the contra bassoon, which was just absurd at that point. I mean, not RE level music, but what is? True. It's hard to beat basement music. I had an Uber driver tell me he wanted to street busk with a tuba. Sounds pretty wicked to me, honestly. What does yellow do? Yellow goes up. Got it. Speaking of which, music, there are several tracks in Silksong I've been listening to several times, one of them I'm obsessed with. I've heard Silksong has a pretty good soundtrack, so I'm excited for that. Welcome on in, Tim. Glad you came back. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you being here. There we go. Don't know how that's going to help me, but we got there. Excellent. There we go. Do you think the casket will pop open at 1:30? Well, who knows what'll happen, honestly. Joe knows what'll happen, but he's not going to tell me. That'd be cheating. I am programmed not to cheat. One clue said a patient figure, a reckoning great. Do you hold on? Do you think that's one of those things where it's the word great is not like, where it's one of those things where it sounds like instead of being GR8? Wait, hold on, where is it? Probably like one of the last two that I haven't opened then, huh? Great, great, exactly. That's what I was thinking. Because this game loves that bit. I need to make you turn... That's not what I wanted. Clue 7, I see. Like the gate bit, exactly. Oh, forgive me, I was absorbed in thought. I am Zigmeyer of Katarina. Oh, no, we just misspelled it. It is actually great. We are both wrong. Great. Exactly. The black key is lying within the last king of 8. I'm guessing that's him. So, I'm gonna real quick run upstairs. No, that's gonna be way too far to actually find out, like, see what time it is. I might just have to wait in here. Last king of great. Great king? Maybe. I mean, it's the last king of 8. Like, this is apparently the last king of Ordina, so... Or Orinda, or whatever the name of the place is that I always get mixed up with the god and also completely just mess up both names simultaneously. Nabisco? Alright, hold on. What context am I missing to figure out this bit? Just tossing dumb words because reasons? Excellent. I'm glad. I mean, Nabisco is a snack company. That is true. I am aware of that, at least. Like, at least put a clock down here? Honestly, like, just, like, so I could tell what time it is. Oh no, they had a very strange-looking mascot? Alright, hold on, let me look this up. Give us something to do. Nabisco mascot. What is even that? It's just called the Nabisco thing! Simon has all this stuff, but not a watch. It's kind of crazy. Anyway, the Nabisco thing? Gaze upon its Nabisco thinginess? The Nabisco thing. I do hope it will just happen standing here, because I might stand here for a really long time, not realizing I've messed something up. Looks like a children's toy pedestrian in a pediatrician's waiting room. Just generic thing to distract the kid until he's ready for his checkup, basically. That's SCP. Yeah, this is an SCP you'd see in the, like, Infinite IKEA or something. A pedestrian's waiting room, exactly. I think I almost said that, but then I said pediatrician. Or I said the other thing, who knows? I don't remember what I said 3 seconds ago. Are there any memes I could show you guys? Actually, hold on a second. There we go. Alright, we're going to mute or turn blueprints down. They'll still be in the background, so I'll hear if something happens. There we go, should be good. Anyway, we're going to watch, we're gonna watch this Brian David Gilbert YouTube poop that I really enjoy. I hope it doesn't make sense to anybody. Blasts live and learn? I could. Nah,
Crack. Am I selling my soul for the video? I'm willing to give up my mortal life in order to do it. Welcome! It's lit. It's gonna be 90 degrees in New York City today, and it just means that I'm gonna be in a constant state of New York. But now that it's summertime, and now that it might be summertime, we're gonna make a non-pineapple ice cream. Here's how you're gonna do it. Actually, you don't even need to see this on camera. It's just a cup of heavy cream, a half a cup of whole milk, a cup of whole water, a half a cup of fancy ice. You'd never want a pinch of salt. Never. You just take this half cup of peanut butter, and that's the peanut butter part of the peanut butter. Let's have a little taste of this.
I don't know why. I found this, and it lives in my head rent-free now.
That might be good. Feel Good Incorporated. Keep it going. This here is fan fiction. A lot of people have bad experiences with fan fiction, and here's my theory why. It's because they want it to just be normal. But if you're gonna make fan fiction good, you have to accept that you're weird. It's gonna open your mind to the possibilities most people probably wouldn't want. All your mid Ben and Jerry fan fiction. I'm not a doctor, but I think the Grinch is what I want in here. I know you might think, oh, we're gonna have the Grinch in our fan fiction. That could be problematic, and you're right about that. But don't worry, we're going to make him bi. Oh no!
When life gives you lemons, Vine? Hold on, I know that, hold on. Let's just look that up. We're just gonna go through memes today. While we wait.
Well, when life gives you lemons.
That Vine also lives in my... Actually, you want to see a Vine? I don't know if I've shown you guys this. This is definitely made for a Gen Z mind. My boomer brain is overstimulated. YouTube poop, actually, that's more of a, like... Would I say it started more as a millennial thing? YouTube poops? Hold on. YouTube poop. Let's just look up Wikipedia. When was the first YouTube poop ever made? Around 2004, citation needed. Okay, so YouTube poops, very early 2000s style of humor, where you just like take a video, chop it up, and make the funny thing say funny other things. And yeah, it's definitely like, it started as a millennial thing, but it definitely is, I think Zoomer humor is definitely like a derivative of YouTube poops, I guess, if that makes sense, because I've seen a lot of Zoomer humor, at least like a few years ago. Zoomer humor moves way too quickly for me to keep up with. But for a while, it was just like random loud noise equal funny. I blame Bill Nye. That's a good person to blame. Anyway, I'm gonna show you a Vine that like I'm gonna show you a Vine that literally altered one of my, I guess, what do we call it? A vocal stem? I guess we'll call it a vocal stem. So this Vine makes me say, like, whenever I'm like joking, like whenever I'm like I'm kind of like half joking saying thanks to someone, this Vine is what causes me to say thanks, Dad. Like, I basically just, like, whenever someone says, like, does something and it, like, I ask them to do something, like, how do I word this in a way that makes sense? How do I explain this to my mom is what I'm trying to figure out. Basically, whenever, I think I've even done this, I might have even done this in front of you, Mom. I don't know what the context would be when this happened, but basically, like, if somebody does something and I'm thanking them, it's similar to that, with, like, it's an avocado, thanks. But, like, what I do is I do this.
Whoa, son, your whips are getting really good.
Thanks, Dad.
That. I just go, thanks, Dad. That is my vocal stem for saying thanks in a funny way. I don't know why, that just is in my brain now forever and I can't change it. What else is there? What else can we show you guys? What other memes can I indoctrinate you with for no reason? I guess, you know what? My mom probably hasn't seen It's an Avocado. Look that one up. So we have, my mom has context for everything.
Avocado. Thanks.
Can it confirm? Sonic affecting me. Thanks, Dad. Hell yeah. The virus is spreading. Oh my god. But yeah, no, they're like, it's kind of insane how some Vines just kind of transcend time. Like, it's 2025. When did Vine shut down? Hold on. Founded in 2012. 2017. It has been 8 years since Vine got shut down, and we're still talking about Vines. Hollow Knight cookie skip? We can do that. Real quick, though, I want to do some... I'm going to do this, just so we can kind of see blueprints in the background, so we can see if anything changes. I could have just wrapped up veggies for your Christmas presents. I don't think I would have been as thankful for that. Shopping done. Just open up. Wait, hold on. Wait, that gives me another Vine to look up. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where are you? It's there it is. That's the reaction I should be giving there. Anyway, cookie.
Shaw.
Honestly, that sounds about right. Pogoing off your shade is a real trick. Oh, I bet it's a real trick. Like, pogoing off of things... I'm pretty sure pogoing off of things is how I actually got to some places that I wasn't supposed to. In both Hollow Knight and Haiku the Robot. You sure you're not doing something in-game at 1:30? I mean, because... So, there was another... Hadoken Pogo is also a trick? Hell yeah. There's another... puzzle that requires you to just be somewhere at 1:30, which is the one in the clock tower. And you don't have to do anything when you get to 1:30, you just kind of have to be in the room when 1:30 happens. I think you missed it. Joe said that it takes about 35 minutes to get to 1:30. And we started this run around the 20-minute mark, and it's only been it's only up to 49 minutes. I think we still are missing like another 5 minutes before it actually gets to where it should be. I could go check. We could go check the time. We'll be quick about it. Don't leave. Enforced. I mean, the thing is, if time has passed, I don't think enough time is going to have passed by the time I get there that it should be an issue. Let's just, real quick, go look at the clock. I think it's midnight. Or, yeah, it looks like it's just hit noon. Yeah, it's like just hit noon, so we still have time. We still have some waiting to do. Simon all out sprinting in and out of the house. I love that singing fish. That's a funny one. I think I can add custom sounds to catches that I add. Bonefish. I think I am, or actually that's the ghost fish. I think I'm able to add custom sounds to the catches I add. I'll just have to figure out those. What else is there? What else can we watch while we wait? Just for like a few minutes. This is going to be out of context, but I need to know what this is.
Payday.
Excellent. Just have it be that one McDonald's Filet-O-Fish commercial with the singing fish. I would need to get the singing fish's model. Or like a GIF or whatever it is that to upload that file. And then... Because you could upload either a PNG or a GIF. And I think if I just get like a GIF of that 3D model spinning, and then I could just put the Filet-O-Fish commercial song in the background. Interesting to have. Yeah, they have Halloween-themed catches, but they don't have like Christmas-themed catches as far as I'm aware. Or maybe they do, just only around Christmas, who knows. Hey Mom, do you want to get even more overstimulated? Because there is another form of YouTube poop that I think would be even crazier for you, which is the YTPM, or the YouTube poop music video.
Is your baby crying? I'll make them stop.
Go to sleep, don't go to sleep. Go to sleep, don't go to sleep. You got a time, don't go to sleep. You got a time for you.
Basically, it's a massive compilation of videos pitched up and just edited to be to the beat of a song. It is like, if you showed this to a Victorian child, they would explode. Like, it's insane, and I love it. This is what you see as you die. That's enough of that. Actually, Everqueen, do you know what's hilarious? Your Twitch chat name color, it's red over here, it's orange in my OBS, and then it's white when it pops up on screen. So your name has 3 separate colors. Should be approaching 130, so it's green for me. Incredible. Yeah, like I don't know what it is. Do you have what is it? Do you have like a 7TV custom color or something? It's because I don't have it set. It changed everything they pop up in chat. Oh, I see. I didn't know that. I'm on the Ramdas. It's like a fun game. That is, it is fun. It does make it. It does make it very unique. It also means that, like, because a lot of the time I'll associate a color with a person. Like, my mom has a red chat name, Joe has a pink chat name, Rachel has a green chat name, etc. But with yours, it's just constantly changing. So, you think it's 130? Mr. Blue Name over here. Listen! It's easier to read than a purple name. And my name is Sonic Addict. The blue is for Sonic. Funny enough, my chat color name matches Jerry's and subvowels as well, so. Also dims. Everqueen has the RGB name. The true gamer name. Alright, we have nothing. It should be around 130, I believe. RGB computer stuff is so silly. I mean, my computer has a bunch of RGBs going through it, but that's just because they came with the cooler I have. My keyboard is just glowing red. I think I could make that RGB. And my mouse has an RGB on it. But that's just because of those ones I bought. I didn't, like, seek them out. Do you think we did something wrong? Look at the portrait again. Well, because, again, because it's a time-based thing, like because it's like based off of when the time hits a certain value, I don't think it's like I have to be like right here, right when the time hits, that I can activate and then open it, or right here when I can activate and open it. Like, I think a cutscene would play of like something important happening. I just don't know. Maybe I just did something wrong. Like the idea of the match's staff watching Simon's progress, and right now they're just seeing him disappear for hours on end, then randomly pop up, stare at the clock, and then vanish again. I wonder how many of these puzzles they know. I might have to go back to the staff announcements and see what they're talking about. If they're talking about, like, certain things that they know. Maybe more time. Yeah, I'll give it, like, a couple more minutes. I'll wait another, like, 5 minutes. And see if, we just got our timing off. Actually, Joe, how long is an hour in this game? Gonna be disappointed if nothing happened? Hey guys, something happened. Okay, well this is confusing. Yeah, we were just a little overzealous with our timings, I guess. Okay. What does this mean? Wait, hold on. Where's my... I have notes about the castle puzzle. Of, like, the translation of all the, like, things that you're supposed to find. Let me see if I can pull it out real quick. Here we go.
Have fun, streamer. I'll see you at 9 Scream if you need me.
Thank you very much. Okay, so... Ooh, okay. So, nobody type in chat for a second. I'm gonna type out... Or you'll figure it really quick. Well, with chat's help, maybe. I'm gonna write out everything I know about this puzzle. Just, like, nobody type in chat for a second while I do this so that we can look at it together. There we go. That's the full castle puzzle of what I have solved. And I have gotten it approved by Joe, which means that is, in fact, all of the information. Or Joe can just put it in one message to make it, you know, fit better. Is it... I think it's 6, not Cox, right? Yeah, okay. I'll just pin that, make my life easier. Autocorrect got me. Tragic. Is that Arajan? Part of it is. I know Tor, Lore, and Et are Arajan. Let me get my book out. Actually, let me just do a thing so I can actually do this in the notebook. So we have 6, add 6, Tor, Lore, Et. Now, I know some of those words in Arajan. Where are you? Here you are. So, lore is word. Tor, I believe, is name? I might be wrong. No, Jor is name. I don't know what Tor is. Tragic. Awful. Bad. But Et, I believe, is east. So we have add 6, tor lore et. Lore is word. Et is east, so something word east. East being 5 on the clock right now. CIX add 6 tor word east. Could 6 be 100 plus 9? 109 add 6. 109 add 6 would be like 115. Which is definitely not the case, because we're also missing the back half. But it's like, yeah, CIX, which would be 109, add 6, whatever tor is, and then word east, which is 5 down there with the V. God, the fact that I don't know what tor is going to be the worst part about this. Because I know Jor. Jor's name. Hold on. We have something I can look at. Does Tor show up on anything else? That is what I'm about to find out. So, is Tor in here anywhere? Maybe toward half Arajan, half English? Well, cause yeah, there is already English in here. Like add 6. But then, like, lore is word, right? So I wonder if... like... So... The thing is... you have seen the detail to deduce the meaning of Tor. Is it in here? Oh, let me look for a second. I don't see Tor in here, so it's not... this is a Rajan thing's not going to help. Where have I seen the clue? Because I've obviously forgotten where I've seen it. I'll explain in 10 minutes. Does it have to do with the sundial? Does it have to do with the sundial? I don't think so. Give you enough time to try yourself? I mean, it's not... I definitely didn't write it down. That's the main thing. Because if I had written it down, I would have had it in my Arajan section. Ask because the compass direction's on the clock. Well, I don't know if... it might? I don't think it does. Because... Is the clock set to 1:15 significant? Well, I mean, I set it to 1:15 just now because it started at 1:30 because that's the sacred time. Why is 1:30 the sacred time, I wonder? Maybe do 109 and add 6? Well, that's what we did, and we got up to 1:15, but then we have the last three words, which are Tor, Lor, Et, which something word east, which the word east is on 5 over there. So I wonder what that is. And apparently I know what Tor is. I just don't remember where I know it from. And it's not from the... It's not from the workbooks, and it's not from the Eurasian note in the tomb. Because I've checked both of those, and neither of those have the word Tor in it. Which means I need to check. Well, I could go digging through literally every single file in the Google Drive, but... I have no idea where to even begin with that. $720 possible times? Six add 6. Tor, Lor, Et. Do we think Tor means short or long? Because if we say that it means short or long, it's just a matter of figuring out which one that is. I'm trying to think if I have seen anything that can confirm or deny that allegation. Currently, I don't really have anything. Oh, wait! No! I've got it! Hold on! Wait! Okay. Gamers, call me crazy. Jerry, that's your cue.
You're certainly crazy.
Thank you. So, what I've just learned, reading through my Arajan notes. You know what? We're on the note page. I'll bring out my pad thing for this. I forget what it's called. Just to emphasize my point. And also because it's fun to write, I'm gonna be honest. It's fun to write with this thing. We learned... The tomb goes back down. It shouldn't. We learned... Rotunda equals... clockwise... room. And what do we see right here? But... Tor backwards. So, rot is clockwise, meaning tor is counterclockwise. That's what it is. Love when you have a eureka moment. I also love when I have a eureka moment, especially like that, because that's fun. That's really clever. Okay, so that means we're not trying to land on a single number. We're trying to transition from one time to another. So if we go 6, add 6, counterclockwise to the word east. Okay, so we start at 6, add 6, and then we go counterclockwise to east. I don't know which one it means, though. Because, like, does it mean this, or does it mean go counterclockwise until the hour hand is on east? Like that? Or like that? I think it might mean that, because if you look at the hour hand, it almost directly points at the word east. So let's wind back to 6, add 6, press the button, and then we go counterclockwise back to 5:15. Okay. We're on the right track here. I'm also going to write down the things I've learned in the book. So, rot equals clockwise. This does actually give me another thing to look into. Do we ever have unda? Raja Uld Eris. Unda. If we have unda in this note, then we know that that probably means room. Doesn't look like we do, though. Tragically. But we have rot equals clockwise and tor equals counterclockwise. Or anti-clockwise if you're British or whatever. So, with that being said, what are we missing from this puzzle? Because 526... Oh, you got a point. Maybe it's like Okay, so it starts at 1:30. We set it to 1:15. And then we just wind it back until we hit... Oh, well, overshot. Aha! It was 12:26. That was... You were right, Everqueen, where it's not... I didn't have to get the hour hand to point at east. I just had to get the minute hand counterclockwise until it pointed at east. And now we have the Black Key. A key crafted from infused Second Era gold and soot black onyx with the original insignia of the Ares family crest. Now, what do you do? Now, what do you do? Nice. That was fun. I enjoyed that puzzle. So, what's up? I assume this is going to get complicated. I've reached an interesting point. We're playing blueprints. When haven't I reached an interesting point? Is there... The only thing I could think of that I haven't opened yet is the curse box. But... I gotta assume that's not it. This is the official part I had to grind to. I see. What do you mean by that? Blue tents collect memos. Oh, okay. So, the key is used after solving the blue tents memos stuff. This was the data collection moment. Got it. Okay, so... Do I have, like... Yeah, we could classroom max to get to the 9th grade. We still have a lot of things to do. Blue tents gives you a lot of hints for a lot of different puzzles. Okay. But, like, so... What you're saying is, I can't do anything with this key yet. This is permanent. You don't have to worry about checking the key. Okay, I figured even if it wasn't permanent, I could just go through the effort of doing all this again, basically. Why can't you jump, Simon? Okay, so I can't do anything with this key yet, is what you're saying. How many boxes have been removed from that tunnel? Let's go check. What? Hold on. Another file cabinet key? Is this the end of the tunnel? Or can I start removing these boxes? That's a question. Okay, well, I guess we gotta go draft the archives, because there's apparently another file cabinet I need to open. I mean, with that being said, tee hee 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 hee. All right, let's go grab everything now because we don't need to be, you don't need to be ascetic monks or anything like that. Red room maxing, let's go! Grab you. Grab you. Grab you. Shouldn't be anything in there, so let's head this way. Just throw the pack to the door? No, I think that was yesterday. Yeah, that was yesterday. Red room maxing, perfect for loafing around. Thank you, Rotunda, for teaching me your ways. Well, this is it's a little awkward, isn't it? We'll do morning room just because more gems and bonus gems tomorrow. Yoinkity yoink. Salt! Let's go. If I encounter any apples, they can be salty salty apples. We'll just do funeral parlor. I'm gonna be real. I think King Banner of the King for red rooms is a bad idea. But we will prevail. We will prevail like we always do. Mate's chambers, probably. Absolutely not. That was very clever you figure out Rotunda. Yeah, because I basically how I figured that out was I was just looking at, you know, the section I have in the back of my book that's full of Araja notes. And I have Rotunda written down as clockwise room, and I just saw the word rot in there, and I'm like, hey, hold on a second. That looks like Tor backwards. And Arajan is all about having like prefixes and suffixes just be like the same word backwards. So all right. I'll get the magnifying glass while I'm here. Why not? Archives. Let's go. All right. What do we unlock? Strange. What do we unlock? Ruh-roh, Raggy. I don't see a filing cabinet we open. There are filing cabinets in the security room, right? Oh, wait. We took the shelter. So the archives doesn't actually affect us. Wow. Aren't I a clever one? So we need the security room. That did not work the way I wanted it to. Totally planned out 4D glasses, galaxy brain. 12 steps ahead. I see checkmate in 40. Also, we are just one trophy away, which means we just need to do more dart puzzles or something else, but probably dart puzzles. Which the trophies are we going for? Probably out of all of them, either ace the final class exam or just dart puzzles. Dart puzzles will probably come way easier. Oy, the cloister. I guess we'll do the gymnasium because it's less hazardous, but I need to get the special terrace. Oh wait, I have shovel, don't I? Probably shouldn't do too much. It's gonna be money. I think about it. Let me see if I can get the terrace. Crap. Let me see if I can get. Well, I can't get it here, but crap. That's not gonna roll a little straw if I tell you what. Well, it doesn't really matter because we can get this key basically anytime. So we're kind of alright just to do whatever at this point. Are there any filing cabinets at the archives? I believe there are filing cabinets in the security room, which is what I'm currently looking to try and draft. Hello, eels. Or maybe here, you know? There's a filing cabinet there. Well, let's see one that I can activate. Bingo. Oh. Thought I saw it for a moment there. Huh? What? Are there any on the ground since it's where I found the key? Maybe. What's Gibby thinking about? Nothing important. All right. There's outside server rooms a possibility. I had a different thought. It should be this way. But here we go. Aha! To the Baroness of Mount Holly for her own hand. By the Third Era, numeric cores had fallen completely out of favor and were no longer being included in proofs by serious arithmeticians? There we go. We got a turret. Let's go. This concept, once considered sacred, was now regarded as an over-engineered concept that only serves to slow further advancements in the field, as Philip Wilkins once famously put it. Steps to find a numeric core. Take any number with 4 or more digits without changing the sequence, split that number into 4 smaller numbers. 8, 6, 4, 5, 5, 8, 6, 45, and 5. Next, assign each a different color, resulting in a valid mathematical equation that produces the smallest whole number possible. The first number should always be assigned teal to begin with a positive number. So positive 8 minus 6 times 45 divided by 5. As a result and if the result is a number with more than 3 digits, repeat the above process. The final number you obtain that is less than 4 digits is considered the numeric core of the larger number, EX18. Is this the color numbers we looked at the weekend? That is exactly what I was just thinking about. Let me show you guys what we're talking about. I think it was in notes somewhere. I'm gonna have to tab through these a bit to properly find it, but there it is. Over the weekend, I was eating lunch with my mom. I do that pretty much every weekend that she invites me. And I was looking at this note here. And as you can see, we have this set of numbers. Now, I always thought that this number just zeroed out, because if you do the math, and it's 4 plus 5, that's 9, times 2 is 18, divided by 9 is 2, minus 2 is 0. I just thought it zeroed out initially. Then, over the weekend, I looked closer at this note, and it's not 4 plus 5, it's 45. And if you do the math using 45, what you get is... Where did I do the math? I think it was over here. Yeah, if you do the math with 45, it's 45 times 2, which is 90, divided by 9, which is 10, minus 2, which is 8. And what number do we see literally everywhere in this game but 8? So 8 is the core mathematical number of Mount Holly. But the question is, why? Why is 8 important? Like, what does this tell us? Is the question I'm asking. Because, of course, we see 8 everywhere. Like, 8 is probably the numeric core of Mount Holly and the mansion they're in. But what does that tell us? And how would we use that? That's the question I'm asking. If we type fish backwards, do we toss back our catches? Sadly, I don't think that's implemented yet. Boop. Boop. Only in Araja, exactly. Only if you're on the Arajan internet. Okay, so it looks like, I mean, if what Joe has told me, we're at that point where we just need to get, we just need to get, 8 trophies, and then we buy the blue tent upgrade. And then, things start happening that are detrimental to my health, definitely. I'm sorry, why do I still have the file cabinet key? Hold on. Why do I still have you? Blue tents memos and 35 treasure trove memos. Oh. I see. So, all right. Terrifying. I'm hold on. I'm confused. Why do I still have this key? Is there another filing cabinet around here I'm missing? Probably. It's a big storage room. Ah! File cabinets. No? No. So at this point I had to make a table and consult the wiki and grind? Ah. I see. Well, I probably won't need to consult the wiki. I'll just try to remember each of the... I'll have to go back through my, my VODs to look at all of the treasure trove memos that I need slightly more information from, like what their, like, full context are with, like, the image on them and all that. Beyond that, I should be fine. What am I missing with this key? It's none of the filing cabinets in here. I feel like I'm going to sneeze again. This is everybody's problem, honestly. I don't think there's any filing cabinets down that way. Is there another filing cabinet in here I'm missing? Because we got this one. No, there's no filing cabinets in here. And I checked security. There's no filing cabinets there that this opens. I think we're going to spend the rest of the day figuring out this filing cabinet key. Oh, God, no. Hold on. Is there a filing cabinet in the antechamber? Or in room 46, I mean? Because that would be... That'd be something. I don't think there's a no, there's nothing up there. That's not gonna help. I think what we can do is I'm gonna see if I can't get a couple more rooms, try to get the break room to spawn, just so I can do that puzzle again. Yeah, there's no fine cabinets in here. I'm gonna try and get the break room to spawn so I can do another billiard puzzle. End the day, do another day, and see if this key is still there. Because if the key is still there after I end the day, that means there's something else to do with it. Okay, best way is probably this way. No, I've already checked all these filing cabinets with this key, so it's not in here. Let's reroll. No. Let's do that so we can get some more keys. Like the key card, because that actually opens up the cloister, but there's no way I'm getting to the cloister at this rate. That's fine. The casino! What room were we looking for? We were looking for the break room, which doesn't have a cost, so this would be a bad idea. Let's do casino. Just because it gives us a door and some extra money, because why not? And while we're here, can we bet? You wager 20? Sure, why not? Need a shelter to evolve into a cloister? True. Oh. Rats. Yeah, well, can't win them all. Chapel. Gives us doors. Hello, Miss Piggy. Or Mr. Piggy. Don't feel like misgendering the pig. Office wouldn't help, but it's kind of our best bet. Oh, hey. Saribot has deleted a suspected viewer from the looks of it. I think so. Hold on. Wait, did they? Or is that in chat? I can't tell. Alright, well, it doesn't matter if we get the break room now, because we literally can't go into it if we do. No. Can't say anything. Yeah, a message just popped up that's like the, hey, dude, I really enjoy your streams and it's great watching you. I'd love to be a big fan if you're cool with it. We can chat more and share streaming tips, and then they give you their Discord username. Which the Discord username usually does not match their Twitch username at all. So, all right, so new day, and we have one of two options here. Well, we're gonna try for both. Baka. We're gonna try the schoolhouse. If we can get the schoolhouse, we could try to classroom max, which means we also want to get the observatory so we can use stars to reroll to get 9th grade. Beyond that, we also need I'm gonna go check and see if that filing cabinet key is still there, because if it is, I need to figure out what filing cabinet that key goes to. Wait a second. What if it's really, what if it does something really, really funny? Ooh, if it does something really, really funny, I'm gonna have a good time. That entirely depends on if we get the schoolhouse. But if the filing cabinet key is still there, that means we have more to do with it. It's not. Then why did I keep it? That's, interesting. What I was going to say is if the filing cabinet key was still there, which means I still had more to do with it, it would be really, really funny if you get to 9th grade with a filing cabinet key, you can open the filing cabinet in 9th grade, and there's like the answer key, so you could just copy all the answers down. Ah, beans. All right, tool shed. Why didn't you take the shrine? Because I don't care about the shrine anymore. Like, I can't really think of any use for the shrine I currently want. Like, other than maybe getting, like, the wild berry, but that's just more RNG rerolling, you know? What are we even looking for today? If we don't have classrooms, what's our goal? Right, break rooms. Because if we get enough break rooms, we technically don't even need the classrooms. So I'm just going to be real reckless on these days, just kind of taking whatever seems like a good idea. Just nabbing things along the way. Yeah. Because we're just trying to kind of breeze through these days to either get the schoolhouse or get enough break rooms. So we're just going to go crazy, try to build up whatever fun experiment there is. Should I keep removing crates from the tunnel to see if that, like, back wall of crates eventually goes away? Can I try? Yeah, true. And we'll do tomorrow rooms, I guess, because the rest of these don't make sense. But there's more tunnel. It looks like there is more tunnel. Is there a reason we don't need classrooms and break rooms? Well, because if we get the break rooms to get the trophy, then we will have the 8 trophies we need to get the blue tense upgrade, which is where the fun grind begins. But so then technically we won't need 9th grade. Although double technically we will need 9th grade for a completely different reason. Wait. Wait a minute. Wait, this is hilarious. Just boxes next to this box contains gems. Boxes next to this box contains gems. Boxes next to this box contains gems. So the gems are in the white box because only one of these can actually have gems in it. And if it's box next to this box and a box next to this box, it's got to be in this box. Yeah. Oh, that was silly. I am saving up for when I eventually need to buy out the entire showroom, and then your days are numbered. Love when they make it easy. It is particularly fun when they do. I could just end the day right now. Actually, no matter what, I end the day right now unless I reroll. So that's what I'm talking about. Come on. Well, that's another end of the day unless I reroll. Bingo. Liquid! Will do, Everqueen. Thank you. All right. Backside teeth. Good luck with the teeth. This is a really weird drafting pool today, I must say. Rumpus Room, my beloved, we can no longer visit you because it's just, we just don't need to. Hey, Cowboy Goober, nice. Yeehaw. A brick! Just digging up all the turnips. There's nothing but turnips here, I'm gonna laugh. Ah, it's not a turnip. Alright. Well, end of the day before I reroll. Rumpus Room, you've saved us, I guess? Howdy. Oh, there's a bishop in the Rumpus Room. Guess I forgot about that. Simon's just scarfing down raw radishes? Indeed. Do you know how many more dartboard puzzles you need? I think 5. I think I had 35, so if I solve 5 more, which is 5 more days of getting a break room, but... There should be a letter in here, so let's do... Running out of ideas of my own, so I asked Kirk Darren. Right, and that gives us all the unused memos. Simon, I can't think of any reason you need to access server administration controls before I return, but your father has mentioned your interest in computers, so I feel... so I have a feeling you may be a bit more hands-on than your great-uncle. You'll find the admin terminal in Blackbridge Grotto, a small cavern sealed, much like the story, off of the East Drive. I believe I've previously explained how to restore power to the grotto in one of my earlier letters. However, keep in mind that accessing the terminal requires an admin key. Unfortunately, you won't be able to set one up for you until I return, but your admin key will eventually be Jones. First four letters of your family name, or if you prefer, you can use a pseudonym. I'm sure we'll discuss it in greater detail when I return. Okay? Not the most useful, but I definitely appreciate the gesture you gave me there. Okay, let's not even bother re-rolling, honestly. We don't need to. Boiler room, that gives us 2 doors to work with. Good, good. We don't have a lot of rooms with actual openings, which is strange. I am absolutely not doing the Chamber of Mirrors, nor the Archives, so... Classroom's pretty good, because that at least gives us a reroll. And an apple. Nom. Trophy room would be good, but I don't really need it. I just want the break room. Not, this isn't the break room. I guess we'll take the kennel for funsies. Again, trophy room would be good, but no. Break room, please. Treasure trove, just as good. Money, 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 money. Okay. Black Sun. You will need a key to obtain the true treasure of the trove. Well, I already know what key that is. Is there a difference between a reroll and a redraw? Not really. I guess it's mostly just the resource you use to reroll the room. I shouldn't need any of these. Let's just reroll. I don't really want to, but... Passageway, perfect. Give me more doors. Dog. Pet dog. Second dog. Pet dog. Guess now we'll take the trophy room. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Yeah, we need 5 more billiard puzzles to get that trophy. Assuming I am able to get the break room. And clonk, clonk. Always gotta pet the dog. Honestly, you do. It's required. Gonna do this, call me crazy, because we're gonna be running around to get back to the garage because I just got the car keys, so we're gonna have to pick up keys on the way there anyways. You know, for funsies. And since we're here, might as well top off my food. Banana, 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 club sandwich. Every red room in the house, currently 2. 3. Good enough. Didn't need to use a key, but whatever. Ballroom, absolutely not. Let's do clock tower because that removes another box. Dog. Pet dog. Dog 2. Pet dog. Simon Horfing down everything in his path except pizza crusts. He is never going to live that down. And that's okay. If Jerry was here, he'd say orange. You glad I didn't say banana? I don't think he would go for the easy mark questions. I mean, no, it's Jerry. He would totally go for the easy mark questions. What are we talking about? We go into the rumpus room. Tails art. And there's a quiet, it does. If Jerry was here, he would also he would also make a joke about pizza crust. That is true. The sun shines cold down on me again. Please don't wait. Where are the keys that I spread around? Spoon! Good thing we're here to fill in for Jerry. True. Treasure map. What do we got? Please tell me it's not in a place I can't get to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I might have that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boiler room. Cool. Doing our duty. It is the legal obligation of every chatter to fill in for Jerry when he is gone. You signed a contract. It's probably down there somewhere. Ugh. Probably around here. Yep. Looks like the spot. Time to start digging. Ka-chunk. 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 Another raw turnip in a boiler room, no less. Ooh, many a gem in the coffers on Mount Holly. Class is so boring. Yeah, classes tend to be boring. Whether if you don't care about a topic or if you have a teacher, that doesn't make it exciting, but there's only so much you can do about that. And back. Welcome back, Jerry. How was the teeth? Glad you survived. Why not? Who cares? Zerp. Let's grab a random room. Oh. Honestly, a good room to grab. I'm gonna have like 100 steps. I have 100 steps and nary a place to use them unless I just go to the chapel and just go back and forth to get rid of all my money. No, yeah, we already knew that he doesn't eat the steak bones, at least. I have done so much to try and get this frickin' break room. And yet here I stand. Not a break room in sight. Give me the attic. Who cares? I just want to exploit free attic because it's fun. Where is it? Ah! Well, that's the end of this run. We got at least a couple of, 1, 2... We got 3 crates removed, so we can go check if there are crates missing down there. It's taunting. It is. I think Joe might be correct in the fact that, like, the drafting pool for these, for the mansion comes in waves, essentially. Where, like, there's a wall of 10 crates. We got rid of 3. I mean, I know how tall it was. If we get rid of 3, it should be pretty obvious that it's missing some. There is, like, the drafting comes in waves, so it's like if you get, like, the break room a bunch of days in a row, it'll just disappear for, like, 3 days again and then come back later. I'm tempted to believe him at this point. Anyway, money. Let's go check the crates to see if removing more crates will continue to be worth it. And then let's see if we get the schoolhouse. We still have 50 stars, so we're guaranteed to get the star reroll. Aha, it is removing crates. Okay, so we still have more crates to remove. So remember that. If we get removing crates, continue doing that. Let's go! It's time to get educated! Okay, so it stays up even if I do that. Hilarious. On God, we're making it all the way to high school tonight. We are getting to high school, and my mom is going to help me cheat on my final exam. Ooh. Yeah, this is fine. I'm nervous that I won't know an answer on the test. We'll have 30 minutes, so we can spend some time looking it up if need be. And plus, we're going to go through every classroom, so we'll be able to prepare for what we need to know. And for funsies, let's bring in pump manual. You know what? Heck yeah. Or early foyer. That's going to be fun. Someone's mom helping them cheat. Sounds like my old students. I'll take bedroom, I guess. I want to take Geist bedroom, but just taking it straight off of the entrance hall isn't the vibe I want to go for. Well, it's this or death, so. And plus it gives us 2 dice, which is what I was hoping for. Yeah. Alright, now we gotta be very careful. And try not to screw this up. Take a... Ooh. We'll have to do a bit of working around to get to the foundation, but I believe in us. Grade 2 is basic mathematics. Hopefully I can handle basic mathematics. Den gets us forward and also a gem. Good, good. We're going to need a lot of gems, so we must be cautious. Morning room I would, but not at this angle, so we got to take something that goes north, like the classroom. 3rd grade is words with the periodic table. Hopefully they will give us a periodic table, but if not, I believe I have a screenshot, but if they don't... There we go. laboratory gets us into the foundation as well as gives us an experiment. Draft it tomorrow room. Bypass. We'll do... Move a crate from the tunnel. Tomorrow room? I mean, you could just Google a periodic table, but it's right there. I printed the table because old people print the internet. Excellent. I'm going to do draft a tomorrow room because it's not draft an upgraded room, which is the one I would really want, but... Yeah. We do get remove crate from the tunnel a lot, to be frank. Can I be frank for a minute? I kind of want to take the dormitory. I'm going to risk it. Keycard, actually, that's super sick. That's awesome. It also gave us a lot more steps because mask and also dormitory works with classrooms pretty well, surprisingly. Guess we'll take passageway, get us a bunch of different halls, even though I have no gems. So hopefully we can get the trophy room. Morning room, I don't, but I should. Yeah, we have plenty of doors. We'll take the trophy room or the morning room for now. We really aren't classroom maxing right now, but you know, sometimes these things happen. Why are you facing that way, classroom? Now why are you facing up? What is this? Who are you? All right, 4th grade, we have just geography, which I should be relatively good at, considering I did the 8 realms in 8 days puzzle. Hopefully I remember that. Desire sensor. Ugh. Chapel, because it gives us more options. Take my money. I don't freaking need it. I'm going to take your money, though. Ha ha! West Wing, as much as garage would be nice to get more keys, I need doors so I can get classrooms. Oh, that sucks. Crap, we need the observatory. If I'm going to be doing this correctly. Because I'm going to need to, like, really re-roll once we try to get to 9th grade, so... Hopefully we can get the observatory soon. No! Why do you have to be like that? Remember to burn some classroom re-rolls? Indeed. Whenever I see a good room, I just take it immediately. I need something that angles downward. Like the drawing room. Well, the observatory would just go up, and I want to have more rooms so I can draft more classrooms. I'll get the observatory out of the drawing room, and it'll be fine. Trust. Mechanarium, that's not going to be very useful. I have like 2. Which means it would just go left and then give me one of the bonus rooms. But we'll do a redraw. Well, now I get the break room. Convenient. All right. 11. Ah, okay. This is the averaging one. We saw this. So it's 13 divided by 2, which normally would be like 6.5. And then we average it to the nearest whole single number, which is just 6. I messed up somehow. It must be not just average up, it actually is rounding, so it's up to 7. Yeah, there we go. All right, 10 divided by 3 is like 3.3, which just rounding is 3. 5, rounding to the nearest tens place is just 10. And then 7, rounding to the nearest 10th place is just 10. And then 10... Why is there water? Have I been spitting? No, it's probably just from the bottle. I need to confirm. I always mess this up. Pink is multiply. So 10 times 6 is 60, but it's 3 waves, which means it's rounding to the nearest hundreds place, which is 100, divided by 20 is 5. Then 10 times 11 is 110, rounded to the nearest hundreds place is once again 100, divided by 20 is 5. All right. Oh, lordy, we need gems. Oh, lordy, we have no gems. Oh, I guess we'll take storeroom. Storeroom gets us gems. I should have re-rolled to try and get, like, the trophy room, but this just felt more secure, you know? Grade 6 is history. Do we need to refresh on history, or do you got that one, Mom? I have notes? Good. All right. Yada-da-da, da-da-da, yada-da-da, da-da-da. Let's go straight north. If we get the trophy room, that'd be nice. Security, I don't like that, but it's kind of the only room we could take. I think I said you copy those notes. I believe you did, and I totally just forgot to upload those. My bad. Let's go to the passageway, just because it's... No, let's just hope. Observatory, we only have 52, so it's just going to give us... Or 51, even. It's not going to give us much, but... Gives us rerolls. Trophy room would be excellent, and now that we have rerolls, we could probably just fish for the trophy room. That might be the play, actually. Let's fish for the trophy room. Well, we definitely need it now. Dining room would give us food and another door. It doesn't really matter what door we fish from with stars, so... Shepherd's pie! We love a good shepherd's pie. Fishing, you say? Is there a gem hiding in here? Conveniently? No? Okie dokie. Oh, the cloister! Thank you, Terrace. Third mackerel of the night. As they say in Scotland, holy mackerel. Treasure trove, you bastard. Trophy room! Let's go. Yoink, yoink, yoink. This is enough for the rest of the classrooms, assuming we don't take any other type of room. That's 7. 7 is advanced math, which we literally just had a mini exam on in the break room. So hell yeah. I kind of want to take the treasure trove. We do also need the treasure trove, and it loops back in over to the cloister, which allows us to go through a couple more rooms. So we'll do the treasure trove. Yoink, 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 yoink. Money, 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 it's so funny in a rich man's world. Blue moon, I saw you standing alone. Blue boxes marked with waves contains false information. Sick. We're running out of keys, gamers. That could be detrimental. Oh, no. Well, we can go to the passageway. Did you say Blue Moon? I did, yes. Grade 8, Arajan. Oh, I love Arajan. All right, now we're going to head to the passageway and try to roll for the 9th classroom. And that will be our exam. I hope you're ready to cheat, Mom. Blue moon, you saw me standing alone without a fear. I should have taken the funeral parlor. Hey! We didn't even need to roll that hard. Oh, that's horrifying. Help, coach, must better words. 8 years certainly flew by. It's been like 3 hours. All right. Whew. I'm going to get the Google Drive over there. All right. Ready? We have 30 minutes starting now. Your exam has begun. You will have 30 minutes to complete the next 18 pages of questions related to the curriculum covered over the previous 8 grades. If you do not know the answer to a question, skip it and come back later. This is an open book exam, and you may use your notes and may retrieve information from other rooms to help you as long as you complete the test within 30 minutes. After you have completed your exam, it will be graded remotely, and results will be sent to you the following day. Sam left his house at 6 a.m. and drove 3 hours north past 8 flags, then turned northwest at Tanner Fork and drove another 3 hours and passed 4 additional flags of the same color before arriving at Trinsdale at noon. What color were the flags? That'd be red, right? Because all of that takes place within, like, Arch Aries, or the Grand City of Fen, basically. Yeah, Grand City of Fen. Because Tanner Fork and Trinsdale are all, yeah, red and Great City of Fen. 3. Which color do you most associate with hallways? That's orange. The ticking in the background, it's terrifying, yes. Which of the following would be the least patriotic room pairing? Least patriotic room pairing. I'm just here, I won't be helping. I believe in you guys. Least patriotic room pairing. Araja and bedroom, they're both purple. Greenhouse in Corarica, maybe because it's snowy. Shops in Arch Aries. Arch Aries is yellow. And Chapel in Fen Area. Yeah, it's greenhouse in Corarica. Which color is the fruit that gives you +3 steps when consumed? I didn't know I needed to know that. Banana? I think so. And you answered question 2? I answered question 2. Is it banana? I thought banana was 2, but you might be right. All right. That's 5 minus 5 minus 5? Hold on. Yellow is subtract. So 5 minus 5 times 2, that's just 0. 5 times 2 is 10. Plus 2 is 12. Times 2 is 24. 5 minus 2 is 3, times 5 is 15, plus 1 is 16, minus 5 should be 11. Right? Yeah. 5 minus 2 times 5 would be 15. Banana is 3 steps, apples 2. Gotcha. I'm glad you know. Alright. 10 times 4 is 40. Divided by 5 is... 40 divided by 5. Oh god, 8? And then minus 4 is 4. 1 minus 4 is 3. Multiply -3, or multiply -3 by 2. That's -6. Plus 7 is 1. 3 minus 4 is -1. Multiply that by 8, that's -8. Divide that by 2 is -4. Plus 1 is plus 5 is 1. There we go. Which element on the periodic table is represented by the symbol C? That's carbon. Which element on the periodic table is directly below helium? That we might need the actual picture for. Mom, if you have you have the periodic table printed out, what's right below helium? Wait, isn't that neon? No, it's neon. Yeah. Game? Oh, no. Oh. There we go. Which of the following is not a real element found in the periodic table? Mom, I'm going to need you for that one. Or maybe I can just look up a picture. So, simultaneously, we'll look this up. See if you find it first. You're better than me. H-O? I just realized it spells Mount Holly. That's hilarious. MT is there. H-O? Yeah, I understand there's a bit of a delay. I apologize for that fact. Wait, LL is definitely not on here. I'm going to keep looking just in case it is, but... Yeah, LL. I think it makes sense to be LL. There's no way. LL. Which element of the periodic table is represented by the symbol Ag? That's argon. Do you see HO? I don't see HO, though. That's the thing. Bottom group. Oh. Yeah, the bottom group isn't real. Those are a bunch of made up elements. I don't know why they're there. Which element could not be used in the spelling of clues? Uranium is U, carbon is R, radon? That's... Or carbon is C, not R. Radon is RA, isn't it? Or R something? Chlorine is Cl, which would also be used for clue. So yeah, it's just radon. And then how many elements in the top row is only 2, because it's helium and hydrogen. All right. The city of Fen is south of which small body of water? Huh? That's Trinsdale Lake, right? Oh, God, what is all of this? This is stuff I might not know. See? Morning Bay? We have 23 minutes, so we have plenty of time. So this is why I had to memorize periodic table when we were still in school? Exactly. Because they knew blueprints would come out eventually. Mom, you're saying Morning Bay is north of Fen? Map in the geography room. Okay, hold on. Let me check that. Just to, like, double check. School. Geography. The colored map and... Okay, hold on. The colored map in the back? Hold on. Where is that at? I'll just go check real quick. This way. Ah, yeah, Morning Bay. Sweet, thank you. It is in the Discord, that is true, but it was also right there, so... Morning Bay. How many cities in Fen Ares are larger than Reddington? That, I think, is in the Reddington... that would be in the Reddington, like, tourist guide, wouldn't it? Books... Sightseer's Guide. Third largest city, thank you. 2, thank you for double checking. Thank you for, I guess, for double confirming, I guess is the word I should be using there. So 2. Which of the following realms is not near Fen Ares? Ooh, God, what was that? Hold on. I have to double check that map, honestly. Did I don't think I took a screenshot when I solved the puzzles, did I? The 8 realms in 8 months puzzle. D? I'll take your word for that. I trust you. Costa Rica was pretty far away, I think. Which symbol is Arch Ares? I have that written down. Arch Ares is mountains, which is A. What realm is directly north of Araja? That's Fen Ares. It's in Moraven? I don't know how to pronounce that, honestly. Yeah, Fen Ares is directly north of Araja, because if we remember from political trick right there. What do you mean? Oh, here. Where are you right now taking this exam? Mount Holly, Reddington, Fen Ares. There's the political trick. Because I'm not in Oris Orinda Ares. I'm not in Fenifal Keep. I'm in Reddington, Fen Ares. No reference to Oris or Orinda. Yeah, originally Orinda Ares. South of that is Araja, yeah. Alright. Wait, this is the Mount Holly elementary final exam? Good lord, these are smart kids. Which 2 pieces of art would best be paired to depict the letter B? Birch tree, oak tree, no. Hay bale, mug of ale. Birds, bookstore, wings, honey. Bale and ale, probably. Which of the following pieces of art was not displayed in the grade 5 classroom? Oh, I got 18 minutes to find out! B? Hold on. Yeah, bale. Okay, that's what you were talking about. Let's keep a note of this real quick. Well, actually, hold on. Did I take pictures of those? I might have taken pictures of those. Let me check. If I took pictures, I did not keep them in the Google Drive. So we're gonna have to go look right now for these ones. So, Pry, Flan, Bride, or Jungle. Wait a minute. I know this. Don't I? Orinda was north of Araja, so you can say there is no realm north of Araja because you don't recognize Fen Ares as the rightful rulers. I see. That's funny. Go to the entrance hall? I don't know why I should. I'm going to be honest with you. You're going to need to explain more than just go to the entrance hall if you want me to do that. I need to get to the 5th grade, which I think is over here. I have to pay to get to 5th grade. Ugh. Taking the bus to school. This isn't 5th grade. This is grade 8. For the next question, I will do that. Sure, I didn't even read the next question, I'm going to be honest. I got to find 5th grade real quick. Here we go. Okay. So, Pry, Flan, and Bride. Those 3 are all there. So, it's Jungle. And then to get to... Next race involves a pay to get to the entrance hall. Alright, we'll be quick. So it's Jungle when we get to the next question. Is Jungle was not in grade 5. We go... Well, actually, I can top off my steps real quick. card. It's ace and face. That's what that is. Simon sprinting through his giant house. I'm in the middle of a test. I must. It's the ace of spades and the queen of diamonds. What, this picture? That's all the paintings in the entrance hall, as far as I'm aware, is queen of diamonds, ace of spades, and this picture of a town. You know what? Since we need it. All right. The question has 4 answers, so one of them is not in the entrance hall. I see. It could play a trick on me by having one of them be the painting that isn't ace or face. Okay. Yeah, Trinsdale. So, I mean, also realize. But it's not jungle. Can I find the difference? Hold on. Okay, so that must mean that it's based off of the actual name of that area, which you said was Moravan or something? You're probably going to get this answer before I can. Orinda or India, so it's I. Okay. Thank you. Who was first crowned ruler of Fen Ares? That was... Was that General Teskin? Oh, no, that was Prince Learson. Right, because Lear, because I hate that name. I'm gonna wait for my mom to confirm that. B, it was General Teskin? I believe you. I just want to confirm. Where's the history? You tell me I didn't upload the full history? Alright, I'll take your word for it. Because apparently I did not upload the full history, so. In which era were the railways of Fen Ares destroyed? That's the 3rd era, I think? I'll wait for my mom to confirm that, though. The 6th era, I see. I don't know why I haven't sorted the history screenshots of, like, the unredacted history, but here we are. Okay. How long did the War of the 5th Era last? That was 22 years, right? They torn them apart to keep Arajan refugees from coming back. True. See? Yep, figured that much. Okay. What is the first capital of Fen Ares? That was the Grand City of Fen, right? Or was it Oris? No, Oris is the Grand City of Fen. Right? It's definitely not Reddington. I don't know what Drem is. Gotcha. Which realm gifted Fen Ares a dirigible to headway their victory parade at the conclusion of the war? Was that Nuance? It was Nuance or Arch Ares. It was one of those two. Dirigible? I don't even know what that means. D? Gotcha. The deciding blimp. Oh, the original is a blimp? Well, that makes it easy to figure out what it was nuance. The deciding battle of the War of the Fifth Era was fought on the southern shores near what famous landmark? This is definitely a mom question. I'd have to go digging through my screenshots to actually find the screenshots of the unredacted history. C, it was in the 7th grade picture. Ah, gotcha. Thank you. Oh boy, math. Okay, so that's 6 squared is 36. That's... Oh god, what did I say this was? Invert the number, so 12 inverted is 21. 4 hold on. What? 3... So that's negative 3 squared is 9. Minus 3 is 12. 11 time... What? Hold on. This 11 and then... That's purple. So divided by 3, rounded to the nearest ones digit, which would be... Well, it has to be 1, because none of these... Or no, it has to be... Oh, God, wait, well, hold on. Wait, hold on. This one's messing with me. What is this? No, it's 11 divided by 3, then average. Silly. Okay, so it's just below 3 point... Oh, God, hold on. What is 11 divided by 3? I'm gonna do the math right now. Calculator. They didn't say I can't use calculators. 3.6, which means it would round up to 4. That one would mess me up. Yeah, thank you, Jerry. Okay, so 4 squared is 16, plus 5 is 21. 21 multiplied by 2 is 42. Minus 1 is 40. 41 inverted. Yeah, there we go, 14. Freaking out. Technically infinite 6s. I know, but it just needs, like, the rounding up anyways. Okay, so 5 times 2... No. 5 divided by 2? Yeah, that's purple. 5 divided by 2 is 2.5. And then you multiply 2.5 by 3, which gives you 6 and 1.5, so that's 7.5, rounded to the nearest 2 digits, which would be 10. Minus 1 is 9. Multiply 9 by 6, and you get 54. And then you add 54 to 100, and then that'd be 200. I'm gonna do the math on paper just to make sure I know what I'm doing. So 5, and then purple, so you divide that by 2, so you get 2.5, and then you multiply that by 3, which that's 2 times 3, which is 6, and 0.5 times 3, which is 1.5. Add those together, you get 7.5, but you round it to the nearest tens place, which means that it is 10. Then you subtract 1 from 10, so you get 9. Then you multiply 9 by 6, so you get 54. And then you add 100 to 54, so you get 154. And then you round it to the nearest the nearest hundredths place, which is 150, rounded up to 200. What is the Arajan word for house? I know this, I hope. SQ? What does... What? I don't have that! Hold on! Wait! I don't think I have this! Wait, no, Nev is new. What is Yite? I've never learned Yite before. Oh, there are so many questions. Oh god, what is Yite? No, that's gate, so that's new gate, okay. The phrase trivenal can be translated in several different ways. Which of the following is not an acceptable way? Treven, so it's tree. Treven is old. LE. A lack of an old tree. The old tree is not owned by me. My tree is not very old. I cannot see the tree trunk. That's okay. It has nothing to do with the tree trunk. If anything, it definitely doesn't have to do with the tree trunk, because The tree trunk would be the new, and we're talking about old, so that's good. Okay. How would you say the following phrase in Arajan? You have a very, very long name. Am. Jor. Yeah, so am would be at the end because am is suffix for large. Jor, it has to have the name. So Yurla Amjor. That's correct. I haven't been taking screenshots. I have not been taking screenshots, but I'm going to screenshot this one because that is how you say you have a very long name, which would help because URL, this, we've been missing that. So that's good to know. How would you say count me out in Arajan? Count me out? It has to have LU in it because it's lack of me. So it has to be leave Lou with a question mark. That's the only one. That's the only one it can be because like count me out would be do not include me, which Lou is like without me. Or no, Lou is without you. Hold on. Yeah, no, Lou is a lack of you. It has to be lay. No, wait, can I undo? What do you mean I can't undo my answers? Oh, no! Oh. Leave Lou is so stupid. Why did I select that? Oh my god. Bring an eraser, you idiot! This is useful. Using the provided Rajan terms for cardinal directions above, what would be the clearest way you could give directions to someone at point A to get them to point B? Go in, north, east, west. Yeah, just go. Yeah. Well, actually, no. No, that also was wrong. No, I need to ace the test in order to get the trophy, Jerry. In ancient Orindian, the number 8 was considered by Ageran scholars to be mathematically near perfect, though many in the secular sphere held that only the advanced form of 8 is worthy of numerical perfection. I just need an A. Oh, I thought I needed to... I guess acing it could work. I got most of them right, so hopefully I should be fine. In ancient Orindian, the number 8 was considered by Ageran scholars to be mathematically near perfect, though many in the secular sphere held that only this advanced form of 8 is worthy of numerical perfection. Infinity? Actually, I think it's D. So let's do mathies out. So this is 8 squared, so 64 squared. Way too big of a number to think about. This is 8 squared to the nearest, like, tens place, which would just be 60. This is 8 to the nearest tens place squared. That's just 100. But this is 8 squared inverted. 8 squared is 64. Inverted is 46. (4,096) is 64 squared. Interesting, but I think it's got to be D because it's 8 squared, 64, inverted, 46, and how many rooms does Mount Holly have? And if 46 rooms, exactly. And if 8 is a numerical core of Mount Holly, it's gotta be 46. Well, I would like to assume that we got enough correct to get an A. If we don't need to get a 100%, I think we got enough to get an A. You smart? I mean... I guess, yeah, no, I don't want to sit here and say, like, oh, yes, I'm so smart figuring that out, but, like, I kind of am. Like, there's no way around saying that. Like, I messed up on what, 2 answers? I think? What is your score? We find out tomorrow what our score is. Turns out teacher hates you and fails you because they hate you? What is this? College? The silence is deafening. So what I'm gonna do is, it's 9:20. So we're going to do 2 things. It's gonna be a little silly here. I want to spawn a couple more tomorrow rooms so we can get rid of more crates, I believe. Is that what our experiment is? I forget. Anyway. Yep. So I'm going to spawn that room, and then I'm going to go to the north side and try to spawn a room off of the observatory. Just see what we get. We're not doing one more run. It is 9:20. But what we are going to do is we are going to go into tomorrow and see if we got the trophy for acing the test. If we get that trophy, then next stream for Blueprints will be us trying to get enough money to reach the blue tent. I think I'm going to call it a day. Get a couple bonus stars from the planetarium. Now let's see if we get the let's see what our grade is. Academic University of Tomorrow. Hell yeah. Academic University because of classrooms and library. University because classrooms, library, and dormitory. Double academic. I'm horrified to see what I got on this test, because if I didn't get an A, we have to do that again. Sounds like we're going to college. Let's see. The fact that I don't see a trophy here is a little worrying. Oh. B plus? No! We messed up in science, geography, a little bit of algebra, and Eurasian. Oh, no. Oh, that is tragic. Oh, it's got to be the 2 things that I couldn't, like, take back from Eurasian. It has to be. If I didn't mess those 2 things up, or if the game let me redo my answers. Oh, you're so close. But we messed up in science, geography, and algebra. I wonder what we messed up there. But we got all of history, which is nice. God, Eurasian was all me, man. That Eurasian and algebra were all me. Got an 88%. 2 point. If I hadn't messed up that Eurasian, if I hadn't chosen the dumb answer of leave Lou, and I realized it just meant lay being without me, I messed up the me and the you. That's what happened. That's how I messed that one up. If we just didn't do that, or maybe if one of the algebra questions I just messed up, it's literally like 1 question. If we didn't miss 1 question, we would have passed. We would have gotten an ace, and we would have gotten the trophy. Oh, that's tragic. That's brutal. I would have been so happy if I got this, like, score normally, like on a normal final exam, but because I needed an A, oh, I'm devastated. This is what happens when you play the end of Code Veronica. It changes you, man. It changes you. Okay, but now we know that we messed up some of it. This weekend, I'm gonna get better about uploading like pretty much every other VOD that I need to. I'm gonna upload all the Resident Evils, the Secret of the Mimic stuff. And I'm also going to do some editing. I'm actually, because I think I've just been uploading the VODs of like, what do I see is the immediate game I'm playing in those VODs. And I think some of them have stuff in the back end. So I'm going to try my best to go in and like separate out the VODs of like, oh, this part is Blueprints, upload that as a separate VOD. This part is Resident Evil, upload that as a separate VOD, things like that. So I'm going to work on that this weekend. Screenshot this? Sure, why not? I did not get a picture of all the test pages, but we do have the live stream VOD, so I'll just go through that, and we can look at all the questions that we might have gotten wrong. But, brutal. Absolutely brutal. I mean, it's not going to be that bad, because we're going to have to wait to get the schoolhouse again, which means we have time to get more break room puzzles finished. And we have time to get another observatory up to 50, and then we can use that to re-roll for more rooms. So we have time. We'll make it work. We'll figure it out, but tragic. Absolutely. I mean, we did pretty well. That's the thing. Is the exam the same each time? I think it is. I'm not sure. We'll find out. I mean, that's one thing. We'll find out. Also, there were wait a minute. That last question, we did get a lot right. That is true. We got a lot right. What's funny is I just realized that last question where the answer was 46, it was also question 46. So that's pretty funny. But yeah, I guess that's it though. With the 4 categories, you can use screenshots of color, math, art, and history and have those answers to get those questions faster. That's true. But yeah, we'll go through. I'll go through and screenshot my like the pages where I have answers and stuff. I'll work through all this weekend. I should be fine. Yeah, while I'm rewatching the VOD as well. Yeah. Like I'll go through and I'll do some editing. I'll do all that stuff. I'll make that work. But for now, that will be it for today, for our stream. Oh, I'm exhausted. It's like I was at actual school. Very fun stream. That was incredible. We did a lot. We solved the castle puzzle. We found a new key. We got rid of more. Hold on. Let's check before we end real quick. Let me just go and check how many more crates we need to get rid of before we have access to the back end of the tunnel. Everyone was so locked in. Everyone was locked in onto that onto that exam. None of you were fishing. Oh, hold up. What's this? You know what? I'm going to save this for next time. We're going to find out what lies beyond that door on the next Blueprint stream. So, I hope you look forward to that. We did remove enough crates, it seems. We got just enough to make it past. Looks like you need a light source. I don't know if I need a light source. We'll see. But if we do, I have the torch in the coat check, so we can get that. Regardless, I hope you all had an excellent time this stream. I know I did. I really appreciate you all being here. Everqueen, Mom, Jerry, Subval, Joe, Dim, Pat, I know you all were here too. That one bot that showed up that got hit by Sari, that was hilarious. Anybody else that I forget, I appreciate you being here anyways. Lurkers, chatters, the like, I thank you all for being here. I greatly appreciate every single one of you. Thank you very much for joining me on this extremely hectic day of Blueprints, where we just barely failed to get an A on our exam, but it worked out regardless because we learned, and it is pretty fun, and I'm excited to redo that. I'm excited to see what's behind that door. You're not having an easy time getting to bed. Oh, absolutely. I'm gonna be reeling about leave Lou with a question mark. There's no way that was the right answer. What's wrong with me? But I will see you all on Sunday for our very first stream of the next Resident Evil game in our marathon, Resident Evil 0, which is the first time that the Resident Evil series actually goes back in time during the main, continuation of the main games. So that'll be interesting. I hope to see you there. Regardless, once again, thank you all for stopping by. Thank you all for chatting. Thank you all for lurking. Thank you all for helping me cheat. I really, really appreciate all of it. Have a good day. Have a good night. I hope you're doing well. And if not, hope to get better for you soon. And I will see you all on Sunday for Resident Evil 0. Bye-bye.